Hey guys, I just wanted to come on and make a video. I tried making one the other day, but the audio wasn't coming on. Well, it did come on eventually, but I was after like 2 or 3 minutes already into the video that I recorded. So I wanted to kind of go over what I was talking about then. Um, but yeah, hope everybody's doing good and enjoying. I'm here in California, but my weather's been quite beautiful. And um, but yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. And if you are going through hard times or you're struggling today or for whatever reason, you know what? Those hard times are just turning you into a diamond. So keep that in mind, guys. And just know that tomorrow the energy always shifts. And you're gonna look back and be like, man, like you know what? I could have handled so much more, or and you're gonna realize like how important and valuable you are to yourself. So keep going, and if you're having an amazing day, guys, keep it going. Um, Keep doing living the beautiful life, right? But I just wanted to get on and kind of share about the word power. Uh, I want to share it just because it's something that I keep kind of focusing on in my life. Um, I feel power is very valuable and it's important to myself and to the people around me because it's a gift from God that not everybody knows how to utilize correctly. And I know I've definitely had my fair share of power and I abused it, and then God has taken it away from me. But now when I'm looking back in hindsight, there's a lot of things that show me where I went wrong and what I needed to do to correct it all. And so now, when we look at the word power is it's a gift that God gives us to not only change our life, but it gives us the power to change others. And for everybody, it's going to be different because it may be the position you are at work, or the amount of money you have, or the skills and talents that you carry that you can help level up the people around you or your community, whether it's within social media or in your workspace or whatever your workspace is. So, but it's a gift that we are given, and I know when I look now at my life and all the power that I've been given, I eventually squandered it away because I was young and naive and I didn't know how to hold that power. But as I get older and wiser, and of course, I'm still learning and growing as every day, and and I know I'll continue to make mistakes. But the thing is, now I can look back in hindsight and say, okay, you know what? I've learned from these mistakes, and I can keep moving forward. But with power, we are given a responsibility with it, and it's our responsibility to help others when God gives us that time to do so. Because it's kind of like where Jesus went on his trip, but during that time that he had spent giving the gospel, right? But he didn't just have that knowledge and wisdom. He had accumulated it over his earlier years. And they say that he had traveled to different parts of the country to gather the information that he would need as a tool to be able to share with the world when it was his anointing, when it was his time. And that was the power that he was given. And we all have that power within us. And there's a time we're going to be called by God to go and speak on his behalf. And it's our job to go and gather the tools and the wisdom and the knowledge that we need so that we can go and share this word of God to whatever it is that God is going to have us share it with. And a lot of people is going to be social media. A lot of people is going to be within the companies that they are. It could be their families and their family lineage, because they're breaking a lot of karmic cycles that had accumulated. And it could be all of it, guys. I know for me, it's a lot of both family lineage and social media. I'm just now getting into social media, so I'm learning how to grow myself and be a better representation of myself, but into my peers and to, the audience that will be watching me, and just speaking the truth. But the truth comes from the wisdom and the time that I had spent behind the scenes, growing and learning from what God has given me. All those tools God gave to me, He left them as like on my steps along the way to get to those. And as I reached levels, I was then unlocking those new gifts to my life. And because this whole world is just a video game, right, guys? But if we keep moving in the right direction of this power, God's going to, when the time is right, we're going to be able to use this power because we have cultivated the skills and talents that God has given us. And now we get to share it with the world. Now we get to help others become a better version of themselves. And how amazing is that, guys? I know I just wanted to cuss right there, but I didn't. But how amazing is that? How amazing is that we get to be, because we did the work behind the scenes, because every day we were consistent on everything that we needed to do to build the archetype of ourselves to be the version that we needed to be. So at the time when God needed us to go and speak on His behalf, that is freaking phenomenal, guys. And there's so many of us out there collectively who are on this journey, who have been doing the work, and we are now being able to share our voice and share the knowledge and wisdom that we have carried within ourselves from past lives and this life, and be able to share it with others. And for those who are still cultivating their skills and talents, and we'll always be that way, guys, don't forget that. But for those who don't feel like they've reached that pinnacle yet where God is speaking through them, but guys, keep going, keep being consistent. Consistency is so important. And a big factor for me was when I was wanting to transform my body, I was getting into, I've been doing CrossFit for a long time, but I was more focused. I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to start getting into CrossFit, and I'm going to continue to eat healthy and keep doing what I'm doing, because over the years, I've learned how to track my calories, the calories is the most important thing with the proteins and and your carbs and your fats. But I was able to get it to where I knew where my maintenance was, and I knew what I needed to eat above my maintenance, plus with the workout to build muscle and turn my body into the image that I had pictured. So every day I kept showing up. And of course, make sure you take the days off too, because guys, that's so important that we take the days off from the gym, and not just from the gym, but just in general life. Like as you're working and studying and doing all these things, make sure you're taking the time to allow it to digest, and so you can compartmentalize it all and put it all together so it makes sense. You can start forming the ideas and start forming what you need to form to build a foundation and grow from that, right? Well, as every day I kept growing with CrossFit, I would have days where I was just like, man, I don't want to do this. Like I'm so burnt out or whatever, but I just kept going. I kept relaxing my mind. I made a video about how it's so important to just relax your mind and just show up. And it's from that book, Spark. Well, the ideas came before Spark, but Spark was that catalyst that kind of connected all the dots for me, and the book had it made sense for me from a science point of view. But guys, I just kept showing up. I just kind of relaxed my mind. I just stayed focused on knowing that if I just keep being consistent, I'm going to reach where I need to be. And what it did was it was building creating that power. It was taking my power back from the things that used to hold me back. There were so many things that used to hold me back from achieving my goals. And I mean, I'd be one strike away from reaching my goal, and receiving that, diamond, or, kind of like that analogy that I show you on that picture where that gold miner is striking the dirt and he was just one swipe away and he walks away, right? I don't know how many times I've done that in my life, and I'm sure there's areas things I don't even remember, but I kept showing up, and man, the results just came in quick. Within like 3 months, I hit my goals. I was looking phenomenal. I was so proud of myself, and I just kept going, and kept doing it because I was like, you know what? I just want to keep carrying this forward. I want to look like this all year round. It's feasible, but at the same time, our bodies need to pull back. It's just like the stock market. You know what? You have the rallies, and then you have the retracements. You got to have those retracements because you can't, as a runner, you can't just keep running your marathon without taking a little breather at some point. Or I mean, if you're going hard, right? If you're going hard, you got to have that pullback a little bit to where you can catch your breath, but you're still maintaining like a forward momentum, right? Well, it's no different from the stock market. It's no different from working out, and it's no different from the tools that God has given us, right? So as long as we keep being consistent every single day towards our goals, guys, we are going to achieve so much, way beyond what we could have ever expected. So keep going, guys. And that power within you is a gift from God, and you have the power already within you. So every day, keep doing the right things. If you see something, make sure because there's also a spiritual currency. So if you see trash on the ground, grab it, throw it away. There's people watching you, and those people who are watching you are going to be motivated to do the same thing because they're like, wow, that person just randomly picked up trash and threw it away at a grocery or in a parking lot. Or and it could be just anything. If you see something and you feel a nudge to do it, don't be embarrassed, guys. Just go do it. Go do it, and because you're going to pick up spiritual currencies, and those spiritual currencies are going to pay dividends and pay huge in the long run. And just show God that, you know what, you're more than capable of handling his power and more. So guys, keep showing up every day. Keep doing the best of you. I'm so proud of all of you guys. You guys are all freaking amazing. Because I mean, I know what we all go through, right? I mean, we all go through the struggles, and we go through these moon cycles with the full moon, the new moon. So keep track of where you're down and where you're feeling good. And so you can kind of expect kind of like a woman's period is like it just comes, so they kind of know to prep for it. Well, the same thing, guys. Keep prepping for the down times and the up times, and just keep moving forward, guys. I'm so proud of all of you guys, and just don't worry about the people around you. Just keep showing God that, you know what, you're more capable of handling what he has given you and what he's going to give to you, and then at your due time he will then reveal all to the world, and you'll be so proud that you guys just took the time to put the work in and achieve those goals. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I appreciate you guys who have been listening to my videos, and like and subscribe and keep helping this channel. And but yeah, I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.